Greetings, our wonderful viewers. We don't come again for another episode of Sports Busstop. With everything we will talk, it concerns sports 100%. They call me Edafe, Dmouthpiece. I want to appreciate our wonderful sponsors, Ico Gas and OR Restaurant, for always coming through for us. Now, this particular episode, as usual, her face no be new face to you, our viewers. We get the amazing lady, the beautiful lady, a lady who understands the nitty-gritty of sports. Funny enough, she's a Manchester United fan, and today, of all days, I will not be shaming Manchester United because they actually won their game in Old Trafford. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you, drop the shoulder, Sports Talkative!
Raise my shoulder, because it's not easy, It's not easy to win.
Then beat Chelsea.
2-1.
Yes.
2-1.
But they played woefully. The game was terrible.
See, they play woefully. They don't play woefully. Wait till I say we 3 points back. Ladies and gentlemen. Yes, so please. We bagged 3 points.
A round of applause for Manchester United. Now, see, watching that game over the weekend, from the beginning of the game, Manchester United, they were exceptional.
Of course.
But towards the second half, when Chelsea got the red card, the goalkeeper Sanchez had that contact with Brian Mbomo, and it was a straight red card. Now, Manchester United, they had more push. They attack. But the second half, it wasn't like that. Chelsea actually outplayed them in the second half.
Because Chelsea employed the parking the bus strategy. Although, apart from that, though, I wasn't really impressed with the performance of Manchester United.
At all.
Like, God knows I wasn't impressed. Even the goals, I wasn't even expecting that the goals would come in like that. I was expecting, okay, maybe 1-0 and all that. But it was, okay, at least we won. That flawless record we've been holding since 2013.
Exactly. Is it not 12 years now?
Since 2013.
Since 2013, Chelsea has not been able to defeat Manchester United in the Old Trafford.
Yeah, so we need to keep that record.
Then try. As Manchester United dirty rich, Chelsea, I pour on a kata speed.
But seriously, we beat the world champions, struggling world champions. Struggling world champions. Because you know the funny thing, we added to their woes.
Exactly.
Back, Bayern Munich beat them initially 3-1. So the funny thing about that Bayern Munich Chelsea match was this: Bayern Munich even paid respect to Chelsea. They on blue lights for them for the stadium. They can't still beat them.
They can't beat them. Now Manchester United can't beat them. Now. The next one where they go play with Benfica, make another wish them bad, say maybe Benfica will beat them because Jose Mourinho is now the official head coach of Benfica. But you see the match, Champions League game where they go play against Barcelona, I go porn a kata, I go cry for them.
But I think for that Manchester United Chelsea match, Enzo Maresca really helped us a lot. Thank you, Enzo Maresca, because the panic change he did after that
sending
red card,
Kopama out,
that red card
Neto,
removing Pedro Neto, removing Kopama, like he removed all his attackers. I expected him to do a sub immediately to cover up for the attacking loopholes, which he didn't do. So that gave Manchester United the upper hand.
Exactly. Knowing fully well that Kopama, which is their best player, is out of the field. Pedro Neto, who attacks more, is out of the field. Of course, you go raise my issue that Brian Mbomo was.
No, Mbomo was just good. But the only painful thing was Chesko. They weren't supplying Chesko enough balls to score. But Mbomo was just perfect. But the funny part about the game was Chelsea get red card. Casemiro, 5 minutes after scoring the second goal, and a red card. So the score level was, the feat of play was leveled 10 against 10, and yet we came. But Choleba tried, pulling one back for Chelsea.
Fantastic header.
With a fantastic header, which I applaud. But at the end of the day, we bagged 3 points against the struggling world champions.
And you know what funny thing about the Chelsea people? They are so proud. They will say, when I was watching the game, one Chelsea fan say, "This is our badge. The badge go there with us for 4 years." I say, "Okay, you they looks mad.
Even in the viewing center close to my area, if you see heavy fight, we see Chelsea and Manchester United player. The fight was so heavy because the Manchester United fan, according to them, he shouted, "Forget that we beat the world champions. Next slap a blow, big if
yes, punch will come for any.
But then again, kudos to the team. Even though the style of play was below average, but kudos for keeping it up at Old Trafford.
Keeping
that is something that we applaud them for. But I just hope that Amorim will go back to his drawing board. Now, Seni Lames have not debuted for Manchester United. I hope this next fifth round that we are going into in the match day 5, Seni Lames will actually debut for Manchester United so that we can see his abilities and what he can provide for the team. Because we really need a good goalie on that post. We know our defense and our midfield right now is not really up to par, so we need to work on that. I saw Bruno Fernandes when he was subbed off. Way into the second half when he was subbed off, he was really worried and scared. He couldn't see it. He was just up and down and all that. But kudos to both teams though, because the rain was really heavy in that stadium. The rain was really heavy.
And Old Trafford, they leak. Old Trafford, they
opened the up of the stadium. I call sound. Wait till happen. You know they look anywhere.
Now that is one of the top games that was played during the weekend. Now another game that was played during the weekend is the game between Arsenal Football Club and Manchester City in the Emirates Stadium. Now trust me, Arsenal did very well when they made their substitution, when they brought the likes of Bukayo Saka into the game. Now, I knew that game, even as at when Erling Haaland scored that first goal, I knew that the game would end a draw. If there was more time, trust me, Arsenal would have defeated Manchester United.
Manchester City, please.
Rather, Manchester City. Now, the game that came, the goal that came from Erling Haaland, checking the statistics, even watching the game, Gabriel, the defender, was ahead of Erling Haaland.
Yes.
Now, Erling Haaland, the pass was given to Erling Haaland. Now, Oga, run now. Erling Haaland, they run. You wait there ahead of Erling Haaland. You did there, the jog, the stroll. Yes, now your papa, now you for carry pillow like that, sleep. He go there and being a very perfect finisher, Erling Haaland he saw the back of the net.
You know, Erling Haaland is slow paced, but he's a very good finisher.
Very fantastic finisher.
We said that last week. He's a very fantastic finisher. So that was a mistake on the Arsenal, on Gabriel's part. I mean, he was supposed to, mark him and, run after him, counter-attack him and bring him down. But I think he was really afraid of earning a yellow card or a red card or something, because I really don't know. And seeing the statistics between Arsenal and Man City, it was really woeful. I mean,
Arsenal had 11 corners in that game. Yes. Almighty Manchester City, they had just one corner.
One corner kick.
It is unheard of.
No, but you know that this recent Manchester City team, they've been pulling in back to back for 4 consecutive seasons until Liverpool broke that line.
Premier League last season.
But this season, Man City is really struggling.
The Pep
Guardiola side is really struggling because De Bruyne, who was the masterpiece in that,
is now in Serie A.
So it's now in the Serie A. So looking for someone to fill that space and put on that shoes is going to be a very long task for Pep Guardiola. But then again, even with the struggles, kudos to them for holding it down at the Emirates Stadium 1-1. Because I really expect, honestly, I thought Arsenal was going to score up to 4 goals.
Exactly. Now that game, Victor Gyökeres, the newly signed forward for Arsenal Football Club, he didn't for over 70 minutes of the game. He didn't have one shot on target. It was actually poor for him, for a player like that. Now let's actually move on to Spanish La Liga. And of course, Real Madrid Football Club, they had their victory, Real Madrid Football Club, over the weekend. They secured a 2-0 victory. And Kylian Mbappe just will not stop scoring. Kylian Mbappe just will not stop scoring. The first goal came from Edafe.
In the Champions League, he did that too, where he scored the penalty for Real Madrid.
Exactly.
Twice. So, Kylian Mbappe, He scored one penalty and he scored one goal before that penalty in the Champions League. So Mbappe right now is already in Liga. I said it in the last
He's already
season.
the top scorer.
I said it in the last season that they should give Mbappe time, that he's going to find his form, he's going to find his pace.
And do better.
And I'm really glad that Real Madrid did not put lots of pressure on him. They gave him time to acclimatize to the Serie A system because he's coming from Ligue 1. And the Ligue 1 style of football is slow-paced compared to the La Liga.
He was actually the fastest then in Ligue 1.
So,
and the best, of course.
So right now, kudos. This is his time to shine.
Exactly.
This is his time.
He came to Spain where he's the second best player in Spain. So obviously,
second best player. Where
of course,
what is Barcelona fans say? They're this smarty.
Okay, he's one of the best players, but obviously I don't think he's the best player in the La Liga because we have likes of the Brazilian,
Rafinha,
Rafinha, Lamine. Yes, and of course
Marcus Rashford. Don't even go
man, like we're going to come to the UEFA Champions League, but at home at the Nou Camp, Football Club Barcelona defeated Getafe with 3-0.
If Barcelona had lost this match, I would have been very surprised.
For you to say something, they worried them for
actually, so it was an easy win for Barcelona, 3-0 against Getafe. So it was really an easy win, like a landslide win. The title is now looking obvious because Atletico de Madrid for match day 4 they have won just one game. Yeah. They do the game between Mallorca and them. They traveled to Mallorca, and though they had a red card in the game, but the game ended in a 1-1. I feel so sorry for Diego Simeone's side, but obviously I'm looking forward for Barcelona to get the Spanish La Liga and every trophy. Now let's talk about the UEFA Champions League. If you talk about every trophy, I don't see honestly, I don't see Barcelona winning the Champions League this season.
Champions League this season? Okay. Well, time will tell.
Yeah, of course.
Now, of course, the UEFA Champions League that happened.
Marcus Rashford.
Exactly. I love it that someone is actually acknowledging Marcus Rashford. He was
the only one that acknowledged him on social media. Bruno Fernandes actually congratulated him.
Applaud.
Bruno Fernandes is a captain through and through, and he's a real friend through and through. He supported Marcus Rashford even when he was having those many
when he even went to Aston Villa
in Manchester United, when he went to Aston Villa. And I am really, really elated that Marcus Rashford has found his space and is really doing fantastically well. 2 goals.
Exactly. So they traveled to England and played against Newcastle. Though the game was very difficult, man, that shot was powerful. Football Club Barcelona won the UEFA Champions League first leg opener against Newcastle in the home of Newcastle, 2-1. Fantastic goals from Marcus Rashford, of course, a wonderful strike and a wonderful header. I was really, really impressed. Now, the game between Arsenal Football Club and Atletico Bilbao. Late goals came from the 72nd minute, at the home of Atletico Bilbao. Nico Williams played that game. Or rather, Inaki Williams played that game, but Nico Williams was not available in that game. And when I saw the lineup that Nico Williams was going to miss that game, I knew it wouldn't be so easy for Atletico Bilbao. Now, the first goal came from Gabriel Martinelli, which was a fantastic assist from Charleston. Then Gabriel Martinelli assisted Trossard.
Yeah.
Exactly. So it was a 2-0 victory that went to Arsenal Football Club.
I think Arsenal is in a very good form this season. Arsenal has been giving it back to back. And I just feel that if they keep up this pace, they will easily catch up with Liverpool.
Win the Champions League.
They can win the Champions League. They can even catch up with Liverpool and win the EPL because at this rate, if Mikel Arteta keeps up with this pace, because you know that once the season is going midway, you start seeing a lot of things happening mid-season and all that. But if they can keep this momentum all through to the end of the 2025-2026 season, I see Arsenal winning at least 2 trophies.
Now, if you remember, during the previous episode, we made our predictions. Now, you said that the game between Tottenham Hotspur and Villarreal will end in a 1-0. Now, you said it will be in favor of Tottenham or in favor of Villarreal.
Yeah.
And the game exactly ended 1-0. Now, not just that. We predicted that the game between Juventus, the old ladies, and Borussia Dortmund Dortmund was going to be a draw.
Yeah.
And that game ended 4-4. The game was really, really fantastic. This one will score, this one will equalize. This one will score, this one will equalize. Now, from the statistics, the first goal came from Adeyemi. Gurasi assisted. Now, in the 63rd minute, there was an equalizer from Juventus.
Of course.
Now, in the 65th minute, 2 minutes after that, Mecha scored. In the 67th minute, 2 minutes later, Vlahovic equalized. Now, in the 74th minute, Kuto scored. In the 86th minute, Bansebani scored. While in the 90th minute, added 4 minutes, Vlahovic scored again, which he had a brace. Then in the 96th minute, Kelly scored. Now that game ended
4-4. That's 8 goals.
8 goals in the second half.
In the
second half. In the UEFA Champions League.
8 goals. Because, see, Juventus recently have been struggling, but Borussia Dortmund, although they have their own downtime in the Bundesliga, but they are like the second best team in Bundesliga. Second best team in the Bundesliga right now, and they are going. I said it last week that they are going to give Juventus a run for their money, and they really did that, and it was a very fantastic game. It's so painful that I didn't see that game.
I watched the game.
But 8 goals, come on.
In the second half.
So I'm just waiting for when Juventus travel down to the Dortmund home and see what the final aggregate is going to be. It's going to be a very fantastic one, though.
Now, let's talk about the game between Football Club Bayern Munich and Chelsea in the Allianz Arena.
Today.
Bayern Munich
actually is about Chelsea, and I'm so elated, man.
Bayern Munich actually defeated Chelsea. Now, the first goal came, there was an own goal from Chaluba, while Harry Kane, of course, who is always representing whenever he is in England and also in Germany. He scored a penalty while Cole Palmer had a fantastic goal that ended Chelsea their only goal. Then Harry Kane had a good strike.
Even Enzo Maresca collected yellow card.
Yes. No, the game, their body tell them. He entered their body. He entered their body normally.
Funny. Maresca, first of all, needs to be calm and composed.
No, you see, I feel because they are world champions, maybe they get to their...
Forget that thing. How they tell when the watcher, see, it's by luck that they became world champions. They should not even be talking about that right now. Because
Chelsea
even
fans,
with their correct form, even because with their correct form right now, they are not even representing the badge of the world champions. Stop looking at me like that. One of the crew members is really eyeing me. I know he's a Chelsea fan, but actually, they are really struggling right now. But they need to live up to that reputation of world champions. So let's put it that way, because I already knew that Bayern Munich was going to trash Chelsea.
Even Chelsea fans knew, but they just do not want to come to the reality.
Bayern Munich was going to trash because Bayern Munich, first of all, they are called goal machines.
In 4 games, they had more than 16 goals in 4 games.
Actually, so you cannot just even... see, I am even predicting that they are going to come to Stamford Bridge and they are going to add 3 more goals.
Now the luck couldn't get. Now say this are we going to the county?
But you know the funny thing, they on blue light for them to respect them as world champions.
They
constantly beat them inside the blue light.
No, you know say.
But you know say for Nigeria, you get the way that thing they mean.
No, you know say when your junior don't tell you say with all due any statement we start with all due respect.
Now insult the next one.
So the first respect them, can't give them goals.
But that Kopama's goal was fantastic. But then again, my money is on Bayern Munich to actually do wonders.
So, do you think Bayern Munich can do far better in the UEFA Champions League?
Yes, they will do better. They will do far better. They are going to go beyond the round of 16 quarterfinals.
Of course, they definitely.
I don't know if they are going to make it up to the final, but let's see. But they are going to do really, really well this season in the Champions League.
The game between Manchester City and Napoli. They welcome back their captain, Kevin De Bruyne, though he didn't perform so well. I didn't actually watch that game.
He was removed 27 minutes into the game because I think he had a minor injury. He had a minor injury. That's why he was removed in the game. And he was really angry. He was really angry.
Yes,
but although within that 27 minutes, though, he did fantastically well for Napoli. I mean, he was holding it down for Napoli until he was removed.
Yeah. And Manchester City defeated them 2-0. And of course, the likes of Erling Haaland and all of them. Jeremy Doku, of course.
I feel that when they go to Napoli.
Yeah.
Napoli is going to put their house together, and they are just going to do wonders.
They will do nothing. They will do not. This is UEFA Champions League. Of course, we're talking about Pep Guardiola's side.
But Pep Guardiola likes a challenge, actually. That's one thing I like about Pep Guardiola. He likes challenges, and he likes to do a lot of things, especially in uncharted waters. So although Man City, I see them beating Napoli again when they go to Italy. So kudos to them for winning 2-0, and respect to Pep Guardiola despite the struggles.
Yeah, of course. Now, officially today is the FIFA Ballon d'Or Awards.
Yes. So
now, from the news we have, Ousmane Dembele and Lamine Yamal are not aware who will win this FIFA Ballon d'Or, and a football legend, Ronaldinho Gachao, will officially hand over the trophy or the golden ball
to whoever will win Ballon d'Or
tonight. So, Sports Talkative, from your heart of hearts, now let's speak between Dembele, between Yamal, between Rafinha, because of course they are the 3-man shortlist. Who do you strongly think deserve? Now, not who you think should win. Who do you strongly think deserve to be this list?
Rafinha deserves that trophy more than Dembele and No, but last season, look at Rafinha's record last season. He had more assists, he had more goals. His performance was just really fantastic.
But nobody's talking about Rafinha more.
But yes, because he's not celebrated more. Everybody's focus is on Lamine Yamal because he's like the star boy now in Barcelona. Exactly, right? Barcelona. I think they should put more spotlight on Rafinha too in Barca and put them, make the play level for both Rafinha and Lamine Yamal, let them fight for a spot in Barcelona. But we all know, for me, I really feel Rafinha deserves it. But I know that they are going to give that trophy to Ousmane Dembele. And there's one funny news I saw that Lamine Yamal, your star boy from your team,
star boy in the world,
he's already planning an after party.
Exactly, in Paris, an after party. Yeah.
And he's going to attend the award with 20 of his family and friends.
Yeah. Of course, hoping
that when he
winner.
wins, he's going to enjoy the after party. Mm-hmm. For me, I just see that as a stupid move anyways.
No, of course, he believes himself. He believes himself.
It's not about believing in yourself. Mm-hmm. I just feel he needs to learn discipline. I mean, I understand that he has faith in what he can do. He believes in what he can achieve.
A party is a party.
We know a party is a party, but I think he should tone down on it because it has been really...
So he won't end up like some Brazilian legend. I don't want to mention it.
Yeah, of course, we know the legend anyways, who is currently out on injury. But for the women's Ballon d'Or, the competition is between Putellas, Alex Russo, and Aitana Bonmati.
Well, for me, I'll go for Bonmati, the Spaniard.
No, I am rooting for Alex Russo because she has been fantastic club-wise and both nationwide. She won the women's Euros 2024 Euros with England, alongside England, and our club did fantastically well last season. She had lots of goals, lots of assists.
Last season too.
And Bonmati did a fantastic one, but Aitana Bonmati has won it before. Putellas has won it before. Yes. So I just feel that Alex Russo deserves it more this time around.
So she is rooting out for Rafinha to be the 2025/2026 FIFA Ballon d'Or winner.
But you know, our own Chiamaka Nnadozie too is on the list for the Golden Gloves.
Yes, of course. And kudos to the Super Falcons, Falcons goalkeeper.
And she has been doing fantastically well in Brighton.
Exactly, in her club.
Yeah, so I feel that she deserves that more too.
What a man can do, a woman can do better.
Actually, somebody has confirmed that. But it's not in everything, though. But actually, when it comes to football and some other things, we can actually do better. But then again, this Ballon d'Or is going to be very interesting to watch. And I hope that there is going to be a plot twist.
Let it be
and let it be fair and unpredictable.
Now let it not look like
as predicted as because predicted.
If he wants to go as predicted, now majority of football lovers are rooting for Ousmane Dembele, the France forward, and PSG forward.
Exactly. Coupe de France, Ligue 1, and UEFA Champions League, and they made it to the final of the Club World Cup.
Exactly. Now
he deserves it.
He truly deserves it. But checking statistics too, Rafinha won.
But you know, Ballon d'Or is not by statistics.
It's by voting.
By vote. So it's now, a lot of 135 people. It's who you like that you vote for.
Rather coaches, captains, they vote. And journalists, they vote. Now, this was actually what happened the last Ballon d'Or that Rodri of Manchester City, the Spaniard, won. Now, everyone was actually rooting out for Vinicius Junior, the Brazilian and Real Madrid winger. Now, a lot of people felt that because they won the Champions League that time, because Vinicius Junior was an outstanding player, they felt. But they forgot the fact that Rodri won the Euros. Rodri was a vital player. For 1 year, Rodri was active in Manchester City. Manchester City never lost a game that Rodri played in for 1 year, and it's happening right now. Rodri played this weekend. We saw what he did. Mm-hmm. Now, people don't look at this way. Now, what I tell people, if they are even talking about Vinicius Junior, how about Lautaro Martinez? Lautaro Martinez won Italia Serie A. Lautaro Martinez won Best Player in Italy. He won the World Cup. He won the Copa America. He should be the perfect person to be given that award.
But then again, it has to come for the votes and nominations, because during the Ballon d'Or they are going to streamline it from top 20 down to top 10. Exactly. Then we're going to have the top 5. Before we have the top 3, then the winners are going to be announced. But then again, I just hope that the people that are voting are going to be fair in their votes and give it to a much more deserving player. For me, I don't think it's time for Lamine Yamal to win the Ballon d'Or.
Oh, well, if you say so. Now, I want to pick the top 3 in the chat. Now, I think, sincerely, if I want it to go as it should be, I think, would I be biased? Okay, I think Rafinha should win the Ballon d'Or. The second position should be Ousmane Dembele. The third position should be Lamine Yamal. While the fourth position should be Vitinha. And the fifth position should be Kvaratskhelia. Am I being fair?
My top 3 is same as your top 3 too. Okay. But the other 2, Gyökeres was good in the last season.
Before he
came to Arsenal. So I think Gyökeres should make that list.
Top 5?
Yes.
Okay.
Gyökeres was fantastic. That's why Arsenal signed him. I mean, a lot of people don't pay attention to the Portuguese League. Yeah. But if you saw the highlights of Gyökeres and you followed some of the games, you know that he was a very, very fantastic player. That's why clubs bidded for him in the transfer window. So it should be Rafinha, of course, Ousmane Dembele, Lamine Yamal, then Victor Gyökeres should make that, and then Vitinha. Yes.
Perfect, fantastic. So you're not putting Kylian Mbappe there in the 5th position?
No, not now.
Okay, so on the next episode, we must have known who our winner is. Trust me, I will not be disappointed. I will not be disappointed, because I am already glad that the 3-man shortlist, 2 Football Club Barcelona players are already there. So whoever wins it, be it Ousmane Dembele, we will celebrate. Be it Lamine Yamal, we will celebrate. Or Rafinha, we will celebrate.
Whoever wins.
It's by voting. It's not by when we started the shots. Hey, Ojoro, It's by voting. So you're not given the opportunity to vote. So those that have been given the opportunity to vote, let's be hopeful that they are going to vote. Now, I'm hopeful too that you are going to watch this particular ceremony. It will kickstart by 8 p.m. Nigerian time, West African time, 8 p.m. Exactly. So it's going to run for 1 hour. I will be watching it for the whole 1 hour. Of course, if NEPA no bring light,
I will stream live on my phone. Yeah, NEPA got nothing on me, actually.
So we need to watch it. I want to appreciate our wonderful sponsors, Ico Gas, our restaurant, and also thank myself, Edafe Dmouthpiece, not failing to appreciate our fantastic Manchester United fan who today on this episode has not been biased. She has not been biased today, just obviously because Manchester United won Chelsea. Sports Talkative, thank you for being here.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. And like I said, we see your comments, we see your likes, we see your views. We want to tell you thank you. Thank you for always supporting Sports Busstop. We love you so much. We're hoping to see you on the next episode. For now, we say thank you and bye.
Peace out.